guys, now today we are going to discuss balancing of chemical equation. Now, why do we need to balance chemical equation? That is primarily because we need to conform with the law of conservation of mass, which states that the mass of our reactant should always be equal to the mass of the product. And that can only be done and observed if we are going to balance chemical equation. Now, how are we going to balance chemical equation? Simple. We are going to make use of what we call coefficients. What are these? These are whole numbers written before the symbols of elements or compound in a given chemical equation. So again, take note, these are written before, not in between or not written as subscripts. Now, why is it that we are not supposed to write subscripts in balancing our chemical equation? Primarily and only because if you're going to do so, you are going to change the identity of the original substances, which is a big no-no in balancing chemical equation. The purpose of balancing chemical equation is only to change the amount of the reactant so that it will be balanced to the amount of the product, not actually changing the identity of the original substances by writing immediately subscripts in our chemical formula. So let's take, for example, reaction between sodium and oxygen producing your sodium oxide. How are you going to balance this? Now, the rule says you have to balance first elements other than H and O before you do so with the O and the H in a chemical equation. Why is that so? Because there are times that oxygen and hydrogen exist twice or three times in one side only. So to avoid complication in balancing, it would be easy for you to balance first elements other than H and O. Okay, so let's try to have this one. Sodium here is 1, so check before the reaction and after the reaction, or reactant side and product side. So you have only one sodium atom and you have two sodium atoms. So how are you going to balance it? Make this 2. How? Just simply write coefficient 2 on sodium. So 2Na. 2Na after sodium is balanced. Check on oxygen. You have 2 oxygen in here, 1 oxygen in here. Make this 2 again by writing coefficient 2. Again, do not write subscripts or else you will change the identity of the original substance. Instead, you write the 2 before the symbol of the chemical or before the chemical formula. So this is 2 oxygen, distribute it, 2 oxygen, you have 2 oxygen, you have this 4Na, this is only 2Na, make this 4, how? Change this immediately into 4. Check, 4Na, 4Na, 2 oxygen before, 2 oxygen after, equation is balanced. Let's try to have the second example. Balance elements other than H and O first. Mg, 1, you have 3 magnesium, so you have to make this 3 by writing coefficient 3. So you have 3Mg, 3Mg, 2 nitrogen, 2 nitrogen after. Equation is balanced. Let's try to have this. Aluminum is 1, aluminum is 2. Make this 2 by simply writing coefficient 2. So 2Al, 2Al. Check on oxygen. This is 2 oxygen, 3 oxygen. You cannot make 2, 3. Or you cannot make 3, 2. So in this case, we have to look for the least common multiple or the LCM. So in this case, 2 and 3, the LCM of 2 and 3 is 6. So make this 6 by multiplying it with 3. So that means our coefficient will be 3. This is 6. So make this 6 by multiplying it with 2. So that means our coefficient will be 2. Distribute, this is 6 oxygen, 6 oxygen, 4Al. This is only 2Al. Make this 4 by simply changing the coefficient into 4. Check. 4Al before, 4Al after. 6 oxygen before, 6 oxygen after. Equation is already balanced. Let's try to have a more complicated example. So balance oxygen, balance elements first other than hydrogen and oxygen. So in this case, we have magnesium, sodium, and chlorine. Magnesium, sodium, and chlorine. Let's start with Mg. 1 Mg before, 1 Mg after, no problem. 1 Na before, 2 Na after. Make this 2 by simply writing coefficient 2 in here. So 2 Na, 2 Na. Check Cl. This is Cl here, so distribute the 2. 2 Cl, you also have 2 Cl. Now you distribute only this 2 to those elements within the parentheses. So Mg here is not included because it's not part of the, or it's not within the parentheses. So again, this is 2Cl, this is 2Cl. So Cl is balanced. Check oxygen. This is 3 oxygen times the 2, so you distribute this. So this is 6 oxygen plus another 1 oxygen. So all in all, on this side, you have 7 oxygen. How about in that part? So this is 6 oxygen plus another oxygen here, which is 1, so 7 oxygen. It's already balanced. Let's check. 1 Mg, 1 Mg, 2 Na, 2 Na, 2 Cl. This is 2 Cl. So this is oxygen is 6 plus another oxygen 7 on that side. Make sure we also have 7 oxygen on this side. So this is 2 times 3 here, 6 oxygen plus another 1, that's 7 oxygen. Equation is ready, balanced. That's all for today, folks. Please do subscribe to my channel for more common chemistry concept videos. Bye!